Alright, hello and welcome to Epic Fantasy Gaming. I'm Joe, here with me is my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
So, yeah, we decided we'd just skip the one needless scene between Victor and Neclord. It really is the height of needless. Alright. Now I'll give you the controller. This is the boss of the prologue. At the end of the prologue of Suikoden2. Yeah, in Suikoden1 we had that dragon. At the end of 2 hours, here after like 5 hours of gameplay, we have this thing, like this weird spider skull monstrosity. Yeah, 0 Fs were given in the production of this part of the game. You can tell. Right? Like, I'm not the only one just thinking, even when I was like 8, I was like, so 0 Fs were given? No, actually I was... Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, have her use medicine.
Okay, let's see here.
There's either... Yeah, choose whoever you want. Might as well have him either or. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah! 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 You gotta bear in mind, this thing attacks twice.
Yeah.
And this guy does have a lot of HP.
Should we say Battle Oath?
Yep. Click Guardian. Okay. Nice work, Nanami.
Yeah, she's pretty fast.
Yeah. Eventually Ryu, I think, is sometimes faster. The two have comparative speed. Mm-hmm. Luke and Kasumi are generally the only characters faster. And I think McDole.
Yeah.
But the thing is, McDole's pretty much the perfect character.
Oh, nice.
Most of the party. Yeah, you're gonna have to use Great Blessing. Victor got freaking berserked. That's perfect. Oh yeah, of course. It's freaking dead. We're not even gonna read this. This is basically... what do we do? Let's just rehash. Is this ever almost referenced for the rest of the game? No.
And whatchamacallit fled somewhere south.
So this is essentially almost non-canon. Within the game itself.
They just need an excuse to...
They just they wanted to do some, rehash, but they also were just like,
It's
what can we put in the castle that would have weight? I guess Neclord?
What happened? Totally, where is everyone?
South Window has fallen to Highland.
What did you say? Is it true? What happened to Lord Grandmere?
Killed by Solon G.
Like that's supposed to carry weight, like we carry.
No! It can't be! Lord Grandmere!
Man. My ear.
Sorry. Honestly, if I didn't have so much contempt and hatred for Freed, I'd almost pity him. Except I wouldn't, because he's a terrible character.
Tell me exactly what happened?
Yes. Just after you left South Window, after you came back to heal, we were attacked by Solon G's first company. He must have judged that we didn't have a chance to win.
Well, actually, you could have just closed the gates. There, siege. And he can't win. Because Highland's not very good at sieges.
Exactly.
But the thing is, he was a coward who wanted to betray the mercenaries and Muse forces. So essentially what ended up happening is he tried to surrender unconditionally.
Lord Grandmere surrendered unconditionally like a coward without a blow being struck. The very next morning, the mayor's head was hanging from a castle gate.
So there is justice.
I was with women and children, so I managed to get away.
Ho ho ho! Who do you have to thank for getting away?
Quiet!
Oh, so Flick actually slept with her. Damn! He's a Chad again.
Well,
So much for Odessa.
Well, anyways, we got away and came after you. On the way, we met April, Phi, and Leona.
My South Window!
Highland is afraid of rebellion, so they're arresting former Muse and South Window soldiers all over the place.
The problem is Grandmere basically just surrendered and said, okay, I'll give you all the Muse people, just leave me alone. Me specifically.
At least Teresa put up the gates.
Yeah, at least she had the balls to close the gates, even if she didn't have the balls to withstand a siege. She's hardly better.
Mm-hmm.
But, so yeah, typical jousting moron.
Yeah.
These guys suck at running their own country. Now, the commoners are fine and decent, but anyone, of Freed's rank and higher seem to be basically determined to destroy their own country.
Yeah.
Which means it's only a matter of time before the Highland army comes here.
Because of Grandmere,
The entire window area is screwed.
and by extension, the rest of,
Joustin.
Exactly.
Yeah, because, he surrendered also the waterways. Because, Highland doesn't exactly have the most capable navy. But the thing is, if you close up the gates between Muse and South Window, and you hold it, and it's easy to hold because it's a bloody wall, Highland's stuck. It's stuck. You'll never get the window area. Now, you do have to fear maybe coordination with Tauron, but if you sign a good peace treaty with them and stop raiding Tauron, and Grandmere and Freed never learned,
And they wouldn't
you'll have peace.
And they wouldn't have as much access to Two River.
But, they'd have to go through Green Hill.
Exactly.
And Green Hill kind of surrendered. But even then, Two River could hold.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Grandmere didn't care about anyone but himself.
Yeah.
So let's keep going. These jousting leaders. I almost feel that this country deserved to fall. You know why? With leaders such as these.
There must be a way.
But Ryu, let me forget about my character development from the previous game.
But we can definitely stop the whole Highland army.
Because Flick from Suikoden 1 would have run Suikoden 2 Flick through with his sword and said, "We're fighting to the last breath. and to the bitter end. Yeah, let's just skip this entire scene. All the Suikoden 1 characters basically do is go,
Yeah, we suck. Let's forget everything we learned from the previous game.
and let's go put all our trust in a guy who's a failed strategist. Whose strategy is, charge! Oh, that didn't work. Charge! Oh, that didn't work. Charge! Oh, that didn't work. Charge! Like, I'm sorry, but... the thing is, Flick and Victor would say, we're never going to give up. And then you could have had that segue into bringing Shu in by April. But instead it's, oh, you guys have given up. Oh, I know. I know a guy who can win. But wait, wouldn't everyone else be going, okay, since we're not going to give up, and since you failed us, April, let's... Sorry. The way it's written here is to write down Flick and Victor. The two best characters in this game. And I know I got mad there and I'm yelling a little, but it's just so frustrating.
Yeah. I'm taking the woman because,
Okay, Jen.
because there's a character, Ulan, that requires you to have only female characters.
Maybe Millie. But, yeah, so... Oh, I was going to say Anita.
Yeah.
This works. I just find the writing Victor and Flick as willing to give up at the drop of a hat just stupid. No, their attitude is, no, never give up, never surrender. Remember, they faced worse circumstances in the first war. Like, in the previous war, I mean, in the Toron Revolution, they had no headquarters, almost no troops. They had no troops. Here they have troops. They have a few thousand troops left. Toron Revolution, they had maybe, what, like 50 guys? No headquarters. And what was Flick's attitude?
Let's go.
Let's keep fighting. Victor, after the loss of the first headquarters, and you only have Matthew and McDowell and a few men. You don't even have any troops. What's Victor's response? Let's keep fighting. I believe in this fight. But in this game, I guess we're down to our last, 3,000 men. Guess we better give up. Are you kidding me? No. Who the hell is that? That's not Victor or Flick. So, yeah. Definitely not a fan of this writing. You don't remove character development and write down a character or two. You write them up. Sorry for being a little bitter there. But it's just this writing, or lack thereof. Yeah, this recruitment thing is dumb. Shut up, little girl. No, even then, Ryu should be able to take them.
It's like...
Oh, sure, could take Luca Blight on later, but can't take on a couple of street punks. I want you to join our group. Let's just head back to the castle. Or just keep going to Radat. Who freaking cares? Recruiting Shu is more tedious than fun.
Yeah.
The writing is just... yeah, I guess. It's not terrible, it's just not good. It's not even mediocre, it's boring. You know he's going to join from the first second you see him.
Huh, okay.
Yep.
I was thinking of recruiting elevator guy, but...
and Clive, but... well...
Clive, you have to wait until you get to Lake West.
Okay. Well, either way, I know I spent a lot of time whining here, but it's just... the writing with Matthew I found much better when it comes to recruiting. Yeah, it was almost instant, but the thing is, you could see his logic. And the character with every scene, you could see that he didn't want to be there. With Shu, the whole coin thing is pretty arbitrary. And we're going to have to recruit Stallion here because...
I think Stallion, the castle has to be level 2.
I think you have to run away a certain number of times.
Level 2 and 50 runaways.
Try talking to him. I know you have to talk to them more than once. Okay, yeah, you have to recruit a bit more. I was wrong.
Alright.
This whole shoe enrichment thing.
Mm.
We'll just start this. Hey, real, like so. There's something going on between... Wait, wouldn't it be April? Okay, editors, what were you doing? Yeah. Long story short, Shu has effed April. Poor guy. April's kind of, well, how do I put this? She's not pretty. She's actually kind of ugly.
Mm-hmm.
So Shu had to close his eyes and do the deed with her. And this is probably the reason he was kicked out by Matthew. Well, that and he's kind of incompetent. And, like, the sad thing about Matthew was he only had one brilliant student. McDole. Every other one sucked. It's been a long time.
No!
Okay, I'm kidding.
It's been a long time, April.
Too intelligent.
He is intelligent.
Now, he's got the intelligence of Odysseus in this regard. He'll outfox a situation, depending, only to get himself into another situation. But you got to bear in mind, this is the same guy whose strategy was charge with Luca.
Let's recruit Two River.
Well, he had to. No, like Two River was necessary.
Mm-hmm. And setting up to make sure that Kiba was pincered.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
In Two River,
Oh, that was actually not Shu who did that. That was actually Ryu who did that.
It's just Shu set it up.
Because it was never planned for Kiba to be there. Shu never planned for that. It was only just go negotiate. And with Makai. And Ryu did.
And
then went to get Ridley's help and the Wingers, and they came along and saved the day at the last minute. Because Makai's a moron.
And that delayed it enough for Shu to be able to convince all of the forest village area to come and back them up.
No. The thing is, Shu was already en route, possibly, but he didn't have to go persuade each individual village. No, they basically joined with Two River. And the thing is, it's basically dumb freaking luck there.
He didn't go to every individual village.
But he did end up coming when he heard that Highland was trying to take Two River. But that's common sense. That's not brilliant strategy. That's just, we have to go back it up. Alright, you could try doing Shu's voice, but that one sounded too much like Matthew's. I'm just saying.
Shu.
I already know what you want, but go ahead and tell me anyway.
I already know what you want, but go ahead and tell me anyway.
Fine, sure.
What?
No, I said sure. It's not quite how I imagined his voice. Actually, his voice should probably be more like Leon's in some way. I'm not saying that to undermine the character. I'm actually saying that to because Leon has a certain pompousness to him.
Yes, I was just thinking that because Shu does have a snooty side.
Well, he is a snob.
I already know what you want, but go ahead and tell me anyways.
Okay, yeah, that was good. That was
I
good.
want only one thing. I want you to join us. You must know what Luca Blight is up to. If Highland takes over the country, a lot of people will suffer. Please, Shu, please lend us your strength. That's what I figured. You're right. Luca Blight is a blight on this land. He intends to crush the state. That's why we must stop him. Please join our side. I can't. But why? You know what Luca is planning. That's true. But to be honest, I don't really care which country is destroyed.
Moron!
He's only committing genocide. I'm sure he'll leave me alone.
How can you say that? I'm a trader now. I use my knowledge to predict shifts in the world's economy. It's the greatest way to get rich. Rulers change, borders change, countries change. But money is a constant.
Technically, it isn't.
In fact, nothing better for business than a good war.
Here's the problem. The Joustin currency would be phased out for Highland currency, so your current wealth is worthless. I'm just saying, it would be. No, wait, each city has a mint. So South Window money, worthless. Luca does not accept Tauron coin, so there goes half, the rest of his money. As to, well, please, what's he going to do to me? He's committing genocide in Muse area. Everybody knows it.
When it comes to currency, it doesn't mean that he can't transition his entire funds into Highland money.
Yes, but here's the problem. The other people who are Highlander merchants will be butchered for trading with a Joustin guy by Luca and Joyatrix. So essentially, I'm sure he won't have a problem with me. Actually, Shu, here's what would have happened. What if Shu not joined you?
He would have died.
Before even Ryu did.
It's like, I don't deny that he was short-sighted.
Well, he's always short-sighted. Because he can do tactics, but not strategy. That's his problem.
So, Shu, are you saying that even though you know what a monster Luca is, you're just going to ignore it? In a word, yes. How can you? I misjudged you. You didn't learn anything from Master Matthew, did you?
Least of all, strategy.
The Master expelled me. Well, it was good seeing you again. I'm sure someone showed him the way out.
Moron. Oh, no, wait. I assume you would put it. You imbecile.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I can't help but be reminded of Gongsun Yuan or whatever from Dynasty Warriors 7, the guy at the beginning. Or even Zhang... like...
Zhang Wei?
No, Zhuge Liang's one cousin, who was rivals with Sima Yi. You know who I mean.
Zhuge Dan.
Zhuge Dan. It's just the amount of short-sightedness of that guy. It's like, wait, so shoot. Well, my money will survive. Actually, everybody's trading with Joustin is being killed. Okay, that's a problem. Oh, well, I'm sure he'll leave me personally alone. No, you're from Joustin. Well, actually, he's originally from Torrent. Luke, he's still dead as far as Luke is concerned. Like, no, Luca's butchering people wholesale. He's not stopping to ask them. So, that's an interesting accent. So, where are you from? Oh, Torrent, you can go. No, it's, you're dead. You're as good as dead to me, anyways. But he knows this. No, like, you can't say Shu doesn't know this stuff. He knows everything that's going on with Luca. Even more than some of the Joustin leaders. He just doesn't give a rat's ass, and he thinks he could probably bribe his way out. No, here's what's going to go down. Here's a bribe. Let me live. Luca.
Die.
Thanks. Die. Because people have said, please take everything I have. Just spare me. What has Luca's response been every time? Die. Like, I may fault Shu for just doing the charge strategy against Luca generally. But to a limited extent. But at the same time, better to go down fighting than doing nothing. And just inviting the guy to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could even respect fleeing to another country. No, I just mean, like, at least you're doing something. But this is just waiting to die. and refusing to acknowledge the situation. But they couldn't get along. Yeah. Yeah, there may be some... Like, oh my gosh, dude, like, I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh yeah, sure, it'll be fine. I'm sure I could buy my way out. Oh boy. Sorry, but like... No. It's not... Sorry if I mock Shu a little. It's just... Seriously? Alright, after this we're gonna log off.
April, are you still here? I think you know this, but Highland will be here sooner or later.
Yeah, why don't you just,
I know that, but we're not leaving until you agree to help us. So what are you going to do? Are you willing to get down on your knees and beg?
It's what Matthew would do.
If that's what it will take. It's okay, I don't mind.
I think you were supposed to say, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I think you were supposed to say that.
I beg of you, please help us. We need you. April, you... Please, I'm begging you. We need your strength, Shu.
What strength?
I'm leaving. I'm not thirsty anymore. April, have you lost your pride as one of Matthew's disciples? You should be ashamed.
Well, he's not even arguing intelligently. I think he's just so angry he can't argue or think right now.
No.
That's how I'm rationalizing it.
Yeah, no. You should be ashamed. Of course I don't like to dirty myself on the ground before you, begging like a dog. But if necessary, I can throw away my vainful pride. That's what I learned from Master Matthew.
You know what my question is?
I'm leaving. Yes!
But I would actually argue April hasn't completely thrown away her vainful pride. If she really had, you know what she'd say? Well, I've heard rumors of McDole still wondering about. Victor, Flick, do you know where he is? Now, I know, like, it's not certain where he is yet, but those two are capable of keeping their ear to the ground, and they would know at least some sort of rumor. Better to go find McDole.
It's like, sure.
Shu's a good stopgap mechanism, but I'm just saying later in the game, they did need McDole. After Two River, they needed McDole, not Shu. The reason I argue that is not to replace Ryu. No.
It's like...
It's just,
Yes.
Ryu is important.
Yes.
He's key.
Yes, Shu managed to save the... Returning from Matilda, he managed to set up a way to save the Red and Blue Knights joining. With a major bluff.
Yeah. But that said, I'm just saying McDole is a better strategist in general. Why not recruit him eventually as the main strategist of Dunan? I mean, like, I've seen other fans call McDole the greatest man who ever lived in the Suiko world. And he is. He's the most brilliant general and fighter and everything that there ever was in this world, in this universe.
Yeah.
So why not recruit him? But we'll save Richmond. I actually do kind of like Richmond. I have to admit. I really love this character. He's funny. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell to stay tuned for more of our videos.